Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report, Primetime Extra. Damian Nelson sitting alongside David Hero. And on this edition, we're going to talk about WWE No Way Out, which was on pay-per-view last Sunday. We didn't get a chance to, we did the post-show, obviously. We talked about that. But a couple of noteworthy things happening on that pay-per-view, including John Laurinaitis getting fired by Vince McMahon via John Cena defeating the Big Show, who had the, I guess, the demons of his past come back and haunt him.
Wait a minute. You mean like the Loch Ness Monster?
No, I mean like Zack Ryder.
Oh, Zack Ryder.
Santino Marella.
Santino. Brodus Clay.
Funk was on a roll.
You know what? Honestly, I really wanted to see Big Show beat John Cena. But the way they did it by bringing out, and the reason I wanted Big Show to beat John Cena is so that when Big Show crushed Brodus Clay, Zack Ryder, Santino, Kofi, R-Truth, and Zack Ryder, that it didn't make them irrelevant. Mm-hmm. But by them coming out to try to save the day, to try to help John Cena win, it was almost, it made sense then. Then I could handle the fact that once again, John Cena gets the big victory.
It was unexpected, though.
Was it?
No, not the end result, but all the stars coming back and trying to get a big show.
Zack Ryder would be anywhere close enough to sniff a main event of a pay-per-view.
Why do you do this?
Do what? It's
you
the
just
truth.
bury Zack Ryder every chance you get.
No, that is not true.
You just did.
No, I don't.
Whoever thought he would be anywhere close to the main event of a WWE pay-per-view? Is that not the words that just came out of your mouth?
No, that's not how I said it. I said that he'd be anywhere close enough to sniff a main event on a pay-per-view.
Okay, that's much better.
Well, if you're going to quote me, quote me. That's why you're on this side.
World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Dolph Ziggler gets a chance at Sheamus. Comes up short, but it was a great match.
Fantastic match. You know, people criticize Sheamus. They don't think he's worthy or good enough for whatnot.
Championship material.
Yeah. You know, him and Dolph Ziggler had a great match. And Sheamus had 50% of that match. He was a big reason why it was so good also. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Well, where did you put the Book of Truth? I mean, Truth Martini left you with a copy.
Truth needed to take that book back with him.
But how are you going to get better?
I am better. I'm fantastic. I'm tremendous. I have the spoken word of DWHS. Hey, believe me. You know what? I appreciate Truth coming out here thinking he's going to fix your problems. You know, obviously that didn't happen.
That right there is what he was trying to make you better at. You just spun.
You just spun.
You spun. You practically lied. That's what just happened.
You have
He was here to fix your problems. I arranged it so he can come in and try to make you a better opinionist. If you are receptive to this, it might work.
An opinionist is an opinionist. He doesn't have to be good or bad at it. Just has to make sense.
You can get our detailed thoughts on WWE No Way Out by checking out the post-show, which was a radio broadcast that we did just following the pay-per-view. And speaking of pay-per-views, Ring of Honor is hosting an internet pay-per-view this Sunday night. It is called Best in the World 2012. We talked about several matchups with Unbreakable Michael Elgin and Truth Martini here on Primetime earlier in this episode. Well,
you know what was the amazing thing about Michael Elgin?
What's that?
Is how much he enjoys red licorice. I could not believe all the red vines he was eating while he was here.
Other matchups you're going to see this Sunday that we didn't talk about on Primetime, it is hybrid fighting rules, somewhat of an MMA style.
No. You know what hybrid fighting really is? It's green. The matches get to go longer, a little more efficient.
Adam Cole will take on Kyle O'Reilly.
I think it's going to be a great match. I think those two guys are going to blow the roof off the place. Talk about.
I'm impressed by O'Reilly. He comes from the camp of Richards, Davey Richards.
But think about it. Those two hybrid fighting rules. It changes the entire landscape of that match.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Edwards will take on Homicide. Homicide always worth watching, especially in the pay-per-view environment.
You got to watch any guy named Homicide. Gotta be careful.
World's greatest tag team, wrestling's greatest tag team. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin take on the All Night Express of Rhett Titus and Kenny King. This should be a great tag team wrestling matchup as well.
Do you think the All Night Express are kind of similar to the PTP, the Playas? Kind of similar?
How?
I just think because they're a little obnoxious. right? You don't see a similarity there?
They're arrogant.
Yes.
They are sure of themselves. They're confident.
Are you trying to make this a race thing?
I'm not trying to make it anything. You gave your opinion, and I, as the
Right.
host, asked how.
No. See,
I
you
asked
need a
how.
book of truth.
I asked
'Cause you
how.
Try to
All
paint
I
me
did
in a
was
corner.
ask how.
It has nothing to do
Why are
with
you
color.
asking me if I think they're a little similar?
Because that's what you do. You spin everything around and try to make me look
Don't
silly.
try to spin. You're spinning back on me spinning. You're spinning when all you did was spin in the first place when you should just tell the
I
truth.
just asked a simple question.
With double meaning.
Every
The main
question has
event.
double meaning.
For the Ring of Honor Championship, it's Davey Richards' last shot in a no disqualification matchup against Kevin Steen.
Do you think that's fair?
Do I think that's fair?
Yeah.
Do I think it's fair that it's his last shot?
Yeah, absolutely.
It won't be.
I don't think it's fair at all. I think Davey Richards has been a fantastic champion for ROH Wrestling, Ring of Honor Wrestling, Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship Wrestling. But the fact of the matter is, he only gets one shot.
He's had many. I mean, he was champion for a very long period of time
Right,
as well.
but as far as a big pay-per-view match,
There could be some shenanigans coming out of this, though, because now him and Steen are somewhat, they're seemingly on more of the same page than they have been in the past.
who do you like better, Steen or Davey?
Steen. There's momentum behind Steen,
So if you had to pick one of the two guys,
which I just was asked to, and I picked.
no, I said who do you like better? Now the other question is, if you had to pick one guy to lead your company going forward, who do you pick?
Right now, for Ring of Honor, Kevin Steen.
Well, no, from yesterday. Of course, right now. So you would pick Kevin Steen to
That's
go
what I said.
forward. He's your poster boy for
Right
Ring of
now,
Honor
yes.
Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just curious.